What's it like being the drone operator on a show like Top Gear America? Well, sometimes it's like... And a lot of the time it's like... And when it's really good, it's like... So in this special edition of Top Gear America Raw Drone Runs, I'm going to go a little further than I usually do and show 3 different runs, because this episode was chock full of FPV goodness. I hope you enjoy it. So you can see where I'm posted here for this shot. Basically, I had my own snowmobile, and my instructions were go up this road here, and at some point the snowmobile is going to come by, get some good shots. So I'm posted up out there. The snow was so deep, it was basically waist deep if you stepped 6 inches off of that trail. It was a snowcat trail. And actually the first thing I did when I got there is I was standing there getting my stuff ready, and I sort of missed a step and fell backwards off the trail and went into just basically chest deep snow and had to dig myself out. So after that, then I got everything going and launched. And so here I am flying around, just waiting to see when the snowcat is going to be coming. There it is, actually. So I've spotted it, and now I'm basically just going to try to set up the smoothest shot possible. And I'm flying the Shendrones Geyser with a Hero 8 on there. A lot of the time I would fly it with a naked 8, but in these kind of conditions with snow falling and everything, I would have used the fully ensconced stock 8. These days I'm on Hero 10s and Hero Bones, but at the time this was the thing. So yeah, just trying to set up cool shots here, and a lot of this actually got used. A lot of this is in the episode. This shot is definitely in the episode. So you'll notice here as I fly over, there's me, hang on, once I come through here, there's me on the bottom right side of the frame there with my snowmobile. And so he's going to come past me really close to me, because I'm just, the trail is just basically wide enough for the snowcat. And so I actually have a shot somewhere where I could see how close the snowcat came to my head, and it was really close. So I'm just kind of setting up, hoping to catch one more good shot of him coming past me here. And I wish he'd come past about right there by that little tree. Would have been a really cool shot. But anyway, I got this as he's coming into frame, which was pretty cool. And then as you go up a little further here, you'll see on the left of the snowcat, there's another camera position where the ground-based cameras are standing there, getting their shot. And then I bug out and head back to find myself and hopefully have a successful landing, which I basically did. Actually, I'll run this all the way through, because you can see it was a little bit windy, not too bad, but this was just kind of not a good landing. Thought I was good, thought I was good, thought I was good, right into the snow. Dope. Blow the snow out of it, and conformal coating saves the day once again. All right, here is the chasing Dax shot. So Dax is ripping around in this truck. The episode is called Best Truck Ever. And in this part of the episode, Dax is just ripping around this road. I mean, this snow was so deep. It's astounding that this truck could even move on this stuff, but you'll see it handles incredibly well. And so I've just gone up now. This is the Catalyst Machineworks BangGod, and I'm again just waiting for the action. So I'm launched, ready to go. That's me standing over there by my snowmobile, and I'm going to circle around a little and wait for Dax to go. Let's speed this up a little. All right, you do this a lot too, because they never quite take off exactly when you thought they would. But now he's going, and I could hear him revving up, so I know it's happening. Then I whip around, now come in for the chase. So yeah, just chase the truck. That's about all there is to this. So much fun. Pretty challenging with the snow conditions and everything, or more, I'd say, just flat out scary than challenging, really, because I think, again, if I went off in one of these fields in this deep snow, we'd probably never see that drone again. So that's always a little nerve-wracking. Now, yeah, I already went a nice long way. That's why I was pulling up there too, because I don't want to go out of range. And heading back. Got some cool shots. That got used a lot in the episode too. Now, off to the track. So this track was extremely muddy. It had snowed a whole bunch and then gotten real soft. And this is the shot where they do the real cool slow-mo of Dax doing this jump really big. It's really Dax driving. And so he basically just lined up and did a bunch of runs at it. So I was a little late getting launched for that one. This was one of those times where drone wasn't really intended here, because as you'll see on this run, there are a bunch of camera and crew standing right beside the jump. So there was nowhere for me to get a clean shot without a bunch of crew in the shot. But I went ahead and launched anyway just to see if I could pick something off. But I have to take a high line here and stay up out of everybody's shot. So I'm whipping overhead as they're getting a ground-based shot there. And then circle around and wait for the next moment. I want to compress time a little bit here while we wait. Dax is going back, lining up. And you're going to see on this one, the other reason I wanted to stay a little bit high, because I'm catching a ton of mud whenever I get behind this truck. This is an okay shot, except for all those people. But it is what it is. Everybody's got to be there to get their shots. But look at this mud. Boom, 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 boom. And back to my little zone. I was actually by myself over by those bleachers. So here's another. This was just us. Dax is warming up and just having a good time running around the track here. I think there was one other camera position out here on this corner. And there's a fence there too. So you can see as I'm whipping around this corner, I have to avoid that fence. I think that was, it might have been Eric, one of the ACs actually manning a camera. For some reason I was thinking that was Eric, but I'm not sure. And then this was maybe the first run too, so I'm still getting used to the speed of the truck and all that. And it's not, again, it's not like drift shooting where you can get right down in there, because there's so much crap kicking up off the back end of the truck. You're just catching tons of crud. And, you know, you're seeing out of the FPV lens, if that gets completely obscured with a mud chunk, you might go down. Also, the GoPro might get obscured with mud and you might not know it. So trying to keep a clear lens. That was pretty cool. Yeah, there's two guys there, but those guys, if they wanted that shot, they could knock those guys out of there digitally. And then this was really fun. This was after the thaw. We went out and did some more runs, and none of this got used because it just looked too different for the episode, because the episode all takes place in the snow. But that is when I caught a lot of that mud right there. I came back and I just couldn't even believe that the shots were still usable. But actually they end up looking pretty cool. And I just sold those two Naked Hero 8s that I was using on this, and I never could get the mud off of that thing. Now here's another one of those snowcat shots that I wanted to show you just because it was so cool. And this is so nice. I'm just going to let this run with music. This piece of music is something I composed for a nature documentary back when I was a composer for a living. And this was on Smithsonian Channel, actually. I'll put a link to it in the description if you're interested. I will chime in here and say that's me on the path on the right there. Watch how close this guy comes to me. All right, and head back for a successful landing. Didn't lose the Geyser on this run or any of these runs, which was awesome. I was super relieved and happy at this point. Land on that pad, grab and go. Here you can see that I'm standing in really deep snow in snowshoes right off the trail, with all my stuff there and my snowmobile. So thankfully I closed those cases because you saw how close that guy came to me. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.